This episode is brought to you by Ford. Why is being open to new roads and possibilities essential to success when chasing your goals? For me, it's so important to pivot. It's imperative to allow yourself the freedom to change course at any moment when your energy is shifting. When you literally pivot, doors open up, opportunities fall on your lap, and you have so much more time to spend with your loved ones and with yourself. So break free from your day to day and start enjoying the little things in life that truly bring you joy. On the road of reinventing ourselves, it's just as vital to find those little things in life that give you a sense of stability, like the new Explorer. You know there's more to discover, and the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV is here to give you space for the things that matter most. It's time to break free from the norm, which has never been more fun and accessible for drivers with the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV. Turn up the adventure with Ford Digital Experience, including a 13.2-inch center touchscreen. Do what matters with the help of available Ford Blue Cruise driver assist technology for hands-free highway driving. Available feature on Blue Cruise equipped vehicles. Blue Cruise requires a connected service plan and a modem activation. Blue Cruise drive assist features can be activated in hands-free Blue zones and do not replace safe driving, and drivers need to control the vehicle. See Ford.com/Blue Cruise for more details on available plans and hands-free models. Start your next adventure in America's all-time best-selling SUV. Based on S&P Global Mobility, 1946 current U.S. total, new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs. The new Ford, well, you know what it is. It's on the name, the new 2025 Ford Explorer, built Ford proud.
I don't know what's going to happen next, but yeah. So what now?
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of So What Now?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode. You could be anywhere right now. You're here with us. And I think about that every single time.
I know.
It's like, you're here. You press play on this little show.
I
this
love
big
that.
show.
It's a big old show.
Big old show.
I love it for
I
us.
love this for us and for you too, because you're going to have some fun today. This week, I don't what we got going on this week? What were you doing?
Well, me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from sugar and bread.
I know, friend. Did you ever say why?
Oh, no, I didn't say why. I didn't update you guys.
Yeah, you should update them.
So
It's
I
a big
had
deal.
like that big test at the end of December, like got everything checked out. I'm almost embarrassed to say.
I don't think you should be because, okay, maybe you should be a little embarrassed. Okay, you shouldn't be. Okay, you shouldn't be embarrassed because we really don't know where. Okay, we do know where it came from.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're helping other people too.
I have high cholesterol, like really high. I wish I had the numbers with me. I have high cholesterol and I'm pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I have to get my diet and eating life in order.
Yeah, her life in order.
I know.
But I don't think people realize. So Dex works out to be able to eat what she loves.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, right? People usually say like work out so you can eat what you love or whatever, but it all comes in moderation.
Yeah. And I don't have moderation when it comes to sugar. I have a sugar addiction. I do. I've learned that with like trying to not have it. Mm-hmm. It's like I get the shakes at night. After I have dinner, I'm supposed to have a little something sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So now I'm eating fruit and it's like, but that's not the same.
But it just, and I told you this because it is a little scary. I have an uncle that passed away at 41 and he was diabetic from very young. He had gotten his limbs, his legs cut off and stuff. And I never put two and two together. Someone who was skinny and fit and all this to having diabetes. But it's a thing. Like your weight or what you look like doesn't have anything to do with it.
No.
Like, she got a fat friend, me.
You're terrible.
My blood work came out fine, right?
Yeah.
But it has to do with our diet.
Yeah.
Your fridge is empty all the time.
Yeah.
You got water and eggs.
Yeah, I was eating out too much processed food. Yeah, just crazy. And then also like it runs in my family from my father's side. Thanks very much. I wonder like sometimes if like I never found him, like would I be having these problems?
Girl, he would still be your daddy and you still be halfway.
I know, but it's like, I wouldn't have known, you know?
Yes, you would have because you would have gotten tested. And that's the whole point right there that I want people to know that I'm glad that you did get tested because if you didn't get tested, what would happen, right? You look good, you feel good, and you would never know because you don't feel bad,
No,
right?
I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, you feel great when you eat your cupcakes and your cookies.
But now I have to walk after I eat and all this stuff. But I'm going to keep you guys posted. Like, I don't need any medicine right now. It's really about like changing my diet and doing like a few lifestyle adjustments. So I'm like going 90 days with that to see how it impacts me.
Okay. Could this also be, if it's genetic, right? Does it matter what you eat?
That's what we're going to find out in these next 90 days.
Oh, okay.
It'll matter because it'll still make a difference. But it's like, do I need to do this stuff with food and have some sort of medication? Gotcha. Or is it literally like just a diet and like activity adjustment?
Yeah, because if it's
so we'll see.
Crazy.
So what's up with you?
That's super vulnerable, by the way. Thanks for sharing.
I know.
That.
I told you I had the wrong picture of it when she said pre-diabetic. I'm like, you got it wrong because like, look at me. How?
Check the paperwork again.
I'm sweet like sugar, but I don't got the sugars. But yeah, no. She was like, I know, girl. I know. But yeah, that's you. That's you. See that? That's you.
Yeah, nah.
But also, I blame you. Because
we just got here.
Because in the weeks before I got my testing, I have been eating and drinking and stuff with you a lot. So
with me?
I know this is my first time telling you.
Like that no
more. I blame you and I blame my dad. I blame everybody but myself. No accountability.
Dex, I've been smoking and I'm sure the weed would have brought down that diabetes.
No accountability on my part. But we'll see.
No, you're going to be all right.
But we have both agreed that we're going to cut down on the drinking. It's not.
I don't be drinking.
But when we do go out and drink, I feel like we drink a lot. I'm doing one drink maximum from now on.
Thanks. When have we gone out and drink a lot other than that one time?
Christmas weekend?
No, I was high.
Oh, well, maybe that was just me. I still blame you because I was with you when it happened.
All right. I'll take it. So do I blame my fatness on you?
No, because I actually try to make you go walk and go to the gym.
And I try to get you to cook and
you'd be like, take a shot. See? Listen, I don't like that you try to make me cook.
Because it's
a part of my thing. It's part of my brand.
It's part of your diabetes.
It's a part of my brand.
It's part of this pre-diabetes. What you mean? I just want you to know how to make like 3 simple meals that actually taste good. Because it really makes me sad when I see you eating nasty food at home.
It's so nasty.
Your face just looks sad.
I had a piece of Publix chicken breast when I got here, and it's like 3 days old at this point, so it was dry.
Oh, Dex.
I know.
But it's
like at least I'm getting better because I would have ran into McDonald's on the way here before.
This looks like happiness. This is happiness. That 6-pack you got, depression.
You know what? Let's move on. What have you been up to?
I was going to tell you about my dating life, wasn't I?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So let me tell you.
Because remember at the top of the year, you said you were going to try to date more.
Yes. So I went on 3 dates in 2 days.
Okay. You always go to the extreme. Is that the ADHD thing?
It is.
You're always extreme.
And then you just drop it off. Yeah. You hyper focus on something. So I went on 3 dates. And it all just so happened to be one off of social media, an old boo decided to try to come back, and then a new one. Okay. So which one do I want to talk about first? Real quick, we'll talk about the Chinese man. So I went on a date with a 47-year-old Chinese man that lives in Puerto Rico.
Okay. Wow.
That's how that went. So we matched on Hinge. I was just matching with everybody and anybody. I said, it don't matter. I just want some stories. I matched this 47-year-old.
Oh, you was doing it for the plot.
For the plot. Well, not only that, I keep hearing that I need to learn how to date. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, let me just go. So I matched with him. We sent maybe 2 messages. I never responded again. Then he sent me another message. And he was straight to the point. Hey, I'm going to be in town. Let me take you out to lunch. And I said,
I love that. Because most guys try to keep you on the app.
Girl,
right?
Talking about nothing. And ADHD. I got distracted. I sent you one message. I forget about you. So he took me to have dim sum and Korean barbecue. This whole place. It's a whole Asian thing, right? And I was like, honestly, I've been once, and I went with a black man, and I hated it. He didn't know what we were doing. He knew what he wanted to eat.
Both of y'all was lost.
No, he knew because he goes to the place all the time, but he wasn't teaching me anything. So he brought me in that loved it. He went straight in there. He was speaking Chinese. He ordered. He's like, what do you like? What kind of foods? He explained all the foods to me, and he ordered in Chinese. It was so cool, whatever. So that's the first thing I'm going to tell you guys. He lives in Puerto Rico. We were there for 2 hours. Had a great time talking. He has a son that's trans or trans-curious.
Okay.
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
He lives in Puerto Rico. He got away from a crazy ex-wife. It was a whole thing, but it was just nice seeing somebody from a different culture. So since I was, on the high horse of dating and I'm open and talking to people, we go on this cruise. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, let me just open myself up to things. And
wait a minute, hold on. Were you attracted?
No.
To the Asian? You were not attracted to him?
No.
But you had fun on the date?
I did have fun.
Are you going to continue to see him?
He lives in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Yeah, he comes here sometimes and he did text me.
So can we use his residency to be...
I think so.
Okay.
Let's text him. Yeah. Remind me. I'm gonna text him.
We should text him.
He might be able to get us tickets.
He might be a friend.
He could be. He wanted
to make friends along the way of dating.
I think he could. He was going to teach me how to become resident of Puerto Rico and use it for my taxes and stuff.
Okay.
Excuse me. So we'll see. I'll keep it. And then I'll let y'all know about the other dates.
Okay. So you met somebody on the cruise?
So on the cruise, you know how we say I'm going to forever be able to finesse something?
Yes.
So we get on this cruise and you got to make reservations for everything.
Yeah, you do. That's the annoying part.
Oh, I
hate that about like staying at an all-inclusive too.
Yes. It's essentially the same thing. So we didn't make the reservations on time for a comedy show. So me and Jenna are like, well, we're just going to go anyway. So we pull up to the comedy show and we're like, we're just going to walk in like we belong.
Yeah.
Girl, they had security everywhere.
No way.
So Jenna starts walking towards like the front door. She's going to maybe try to flirt. And I see a back door. So I said, let me go by the back door. So I start walking towards the back door and it opens. So I see a guy coming out. Don't know who he is. And I see, but it's a tall black guy. And I said, that's my target. Don't know who he is. Girl, it turned out to be he's the comedian. And we start talking and he's like, who you with? The place is full. It's packed, like no seats left. And he's like, who are you with? And I was like, my little cute friend right here. And she walks on over and Jenna be knowing. Jenna be knowing, I don't know what's going on, but let me just go with it. And he looks at me. He was like, okay, I'll bring you in. The guy, security, was like, there's nowhere to sit. And he was like, it's okay. They're with me. They bring us in through the back door. And he's like, just go ahead and stand by the back and you can watch the whole show. Girl, we had a blast there.
Awesome.
And then we left there. I went to the room for something and ended up coming back out. Jenna was with them doing whatever with the two comedians. And then I came back out. We did the casino. We did the club. We were hanging out with them. They got us drinks. And then we went to sleep. So we did that. And that was such a good time that night. So I got to hang out with him. He was cousins or brothers with some NBA player. And I was like, well, where's your cousin at?
I'm such a gold digger.
Like,
what's running through my head is how much does one make as a cruise comedian?
I don't think enough.
Okay.
Which is why I don't even remember the man's name. It was just, I just needed to get into the comedy show.
Was he cute?
He was 60. He didn't look 60 at all.
Wait, what?
He didn't look 60 at all. I promise you he didn't look a day past 45. He was in his 60s. He was a good time.
Okay.
Like, he was fun. He kept trying, he's like, I was like, yeah, Tourette's. Because he kept saying stuff. And he'd be like, I did. Because he kept saying stuff. And I'm like, and he'd be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, why do you keep doing that? You got Tourette's? I don't know. It was whatever. But we had a good time. I had a great time.
You're such a lady.
That I be trying. See, that's why I got to keep dating so I can fall into my feminine. And when I find my man, I'll be in my feminine.
Yeah.
So then we get to the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the Bahamas and we're in Nassau. And I left Ayana and the baby on the cruise. And I was like, we had a 2-hour window when the childcare was closed. So I was like, Ayana, stay with him here. We're going to go down to, I can't remember what we were doing. And I'm like, then come down with him. So when we first get down, we go straight to buy a coconut. We're in this area and we're like, okay, let's get the coconut and some conch fritters. And then I hear this one time, hey, you right? I don't know how to do the fucking accent. Let me never even try. Hey, there's this man at the coconut stand. I'm like, who is this man at the coconut stand? And he's trying to talk to me. I said, I ain't got time for a coconut stand, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then I look down, and it's hundreds. In US dollars, like a wad of money. I said, that's the coconut man I want. That's my coconut man. So I go over there. I said, well, hello there. And she's getting her coconut. And he goes, you want a coconut? I said, I do, but I want to pay for it. And he said, get her a coconut. I said, yes, I get me a coconut. And I said, and I want you to cut me one too, because I want to get the inside of the coconut. So he's talking to me, tell me how beautiful I am. And I said, you talking my ears off. What's up? Like, what you want? And he said, I can change your life. I said, all the way from the Bahamas? You can change my life for me. And I keep looking down as he's taking the money for these coconuts. And I know these coconuts are free from all these palm trees in the Bahamas. $8 for a coconut.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing but profit.
$8 for a coconut that is free. So I'm talking to the man, and as I'm talking to him, I was like, hey, so I'm going to go buy Ricardo. That's what I really came down for. I wanted to buy these bottles of rum, Ricardo. And he was like, okay, I'm going to get it for you. Let me go with you. Give me your number. I said, I'm not going to give you my number. I'm going to Goldie's to go eat afterwards. Meet me there at 3:00. And he was like, oh, but well, I said 3:00. You know, I won't get my number unless you get there. And then he goes, well, what you want to do now? And Jenna goes, the casino. Let's go to the Atlantis. I said, I want to go to the casino, but I ain't got no money. And I said, but you got money. Girl, he gave me $100. He was like, here. And I said, well, how am I supposed to get there? He said, oh, you could take a taxi. I said, how much is the taxi? He said, it should be about 20 Bahamian dollars. And I said, well, can I get a 22 for the taxi? And that's where I posted the $120 because it was like, he gave me $120. We left to the casino. I spent $30.
Okay.
And kept 70. I don't like this gambling.
I don't
thing.
like gambling either.
Girl, I started losing quick. My $30 were gone in 2 seconds. I said,
no fun.
I kept the 70. I said, this is going to pay for my lobster.
Yeah.
Lobster was $50 at Goldie's, so I kept the money. He never showed up, but we were late. We didn't get to Goldie's till like 3:15ish. So he didn't get there to change my life.
That's perfect.
But Jamal and I had a great time for those 15 minutes. He gave me $100. And when I go back to the Bahamas, I can't wait to see him again. I can't wait to see him again. I just feel like you guys got to be open. And I'm working on like just being open and talking to people. But see, if I would have had Ayana and my kid with me, that wouldn't happen.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
I think so.
Mm-mm.
I think it would have happened and you wouldn't have noticed him because Sam would have been running around. You would have noticed
trying
him
to steal coconuts.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, get back over here. But yeah, so shout out to Jamal. And I cannot remember the comedian's name, but shout out to him for letting us go in to the show. Just gotta be open.
I love that. It's fun. Like dating should be fun.
I am having fun.
Not everybody you meet is like gonna be the one you're gonna be with.
It's not, and everything is just different now. I'm trying to realize that maybe the idea I had of a relationship might not be it for me.
Okay.
It's just different, which leads me to Cheryl Lee Rao from Abbott Elementary.
Okay, yeah. I love her.
I saw a video of hers where she's talking about her husband and the dynamic of their relationship and how different it is. And I was like, let me bring this up because it is 2025. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that. 2025. That's a pretty cool number. I keep putting 2024 on stuff. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. I went to the doctor's office and I put 24. So I'm gonna play this and we're gonna kind of dissect.
Okay.
The man that I am married to, Senator Vincent Hughes, 7th Senatorial District of Philadelphia, he has his own life. I have my own life. He has his own real career. I have my own real career. He has his light to stand in. I have my light to stand in. So he is not looking at me thinking about status or this or that. He's doing his thing. I get to do my thing. We also live in separate places. When I go to see him, love to see him. When it's time to leave, bye-bye, see you soon. I'm telling you, life is good. Perfect. I get to be the real good wife.
I love that part. I get to be the real good wife. So I guess this can bring us into not only dating, but different styles of relationship. Because she says a few things here. It's like he lives his home life. I have my own life.
Yeah. So a lot of times when people think about coming together, especially in marriage, it's like this whole you become one.
And that comes from Christianity.
Yeah. And, you know, you guys kind of like intertwine everything. She's talking about like a very separate life.
And also they have very different careers from most people in the world, right? Yeah. He's a senator.
Yeah.
You know, he's a political senator. She is an actress in Hollywood, which I think she's in her 60s maybe. Yeah. So they are older themselves. So they live in separate homes.
They've been married a while too.
20 years. Okay. So clearly.
So this is working for them.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I feel like people in the comments are saying, can't be me. You don't even got a man.
Yeah. People are saying it can't be them. I saw a lot of comments about people saying like, oh, when you're not there, he has a side chick or he has somebody else. Like
you're there with your man and he still got a side chick. So I'm confused. What are we talking about here? Like he got, she looks happy. And it's like, oh, she's just putting on a mask. You're putting on a mask every time you post a kissing picture on social media. You know, that man just cheated on you, had a baby on you.
I'm a huge believer that like, this cookie cutter standard of a relationship. Like everything is not for everybody. You have to figure out what works for you in your relationship. I think a lot of relationships fail because people are trying to mirror what they see and what we've been told your relationship is supposed to look like.
One thing she said there is like, he do his thing, I do my thing. That can be interpreted in different ways.
Yeah.
That could be like, well, you do your thing? Okay, Cheryl, how you do your thing?
What's your thing?
And what is your thing? Yeah. And what is his thing?
Yeah.
Is he gay on the side? Is he not? I don't know. You never know. By the way, shout out to Viv. She gave me a shout out to Keela. And I think that worked. Tell your mom.
Maybe a little too good. Thanks, Viv.
Doing their own thing. Their light, you know, let each other, their lights shine. And I can absolutely see that when you guys are both in, you know,
when you're both fulfilled in what you have and you come together when you're whole and you're fulfilled in what you have going on.
And then she said it at the end, I could be the real good wife. To me, what that means is you're not dealing with his drawers on the floor. You're not dealing cleaning up after his plate. You're not dealing, with his BS at night, his snoring. You go to sleep. I don't know if I could do this all the time or to this extreme. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's working for them. And it just brings us to the fact that not everyone has to have this traditional marriage or relationship. At no point did she say that they are polyamorous or they deal with other people. They could potentially, I don't know where their houses are. I think they could be, maybe 10 minutes away from each other. It
might could be a totally different states.
Yeah. I wonder where they do live. I don't think she went that deep into like where it is in the interview. This is with People Magazine. But at the end of the day, it works differently. And I think that you were teaching me something about lavender marriages that are happening right now.
But before we move on for Cheryl, I could totally see that working for me. Right now, I'm pushing against living with my partner. I don't want to.
But even before your partner, you've always said you don't want to live. And not always.
No. I used to think that I wanted
the marriage.
What I was told or saw to be like what you should end with, like the traditional marriage. But no, I don't want to live with a man. It's like living with a child. I don't care what y'all say.
But does it depend on the man?
Okay. Yes. But most of them. Yeah. And then honestly, not even if he's like the best man ever, like I get gas when I eat ice cream now.
I used to fart on my husband.
And I want to, it's really, no, it's like toxic. Like,
ooh, it smell.
It's real bad. And I want to do that. And I don't want anybody around.
Dex, this week while I had the flu, I let some rip in the bed. Psalm said, yucky. He used his words. Okay, I said, son, I hear you. I smell like a garbage disposal.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. And I thought about it. I said, if I was a man here, that would be so unattractive.
Yeah.
But I would still do it.
Yeah, you would still do it. Of course you would.
Before we continue with the conversation, I want to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Hi Hello Labs, a full-service content creation studio serving clients across the nation. One thing I am not is a gatekeeper, and this is where I record my audio and video podcast right here in Orlando, Florida, at their beautiful studio, because at Hi Hello Labs, they're on a mission to amplify expert voices. They facilitate the turnkey production and distribution of quality podcasts like the one you're listening to right now. They also produce digital courses, social media content, and live events. Nobody else does it like them, seriously, when it comes to live events. If you want to increase your reach and establish yourself as a thought leader, Hi Hello Labs is the studio for you. So go ahead and magnify your influence with Hi Hello Labs. Let's get back to the show.
I don't desire to live with a man, but I do love that a lot more people are like really exploring themselves and trying to figure out what type of relationship.
What's the ideal time amount of time you would spend with a partner?
It depends on what we're doing.
What do you mean?
Like as far as like time together in a certain time frame for a
No.
day?
Like, okay, how often, ideally, would you see your partner a week? Because so you're living separate, you're married, and now how often every week do you see him?
I don't think I have a set schedule. I think it really depends on both of our moods.
The vibe?
It depends on the vibe.
Okay.
Like right now, he been gone for, when did he get? Like last Saturday? And starting to feel better. Asked if he come over. I was like, you might still be contagious.
Oh, because you wouldn't feel good.
So it depends on the mood. Other times it's like, I want to see you every day. I want you to stay the night. I want you to like, it really depends on my mood.
Okay. And I think that's, it depends on the person. Mm-hmm. And I keep saying this, not everyone's cut out to be a wife.
Yeah, no.
Not everyone's
I'm not cut out to be a wife. I know that. Like I take off my hat to like wives. Like
I ain't even try to be like shady or nothing, but I don't think you cut out to be a wife.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. I know I'm not.
But why?
Because I don't. This is gonna sound bad. My desire in my life is to be selfish, almost.
Do you think it comes from because we've been moms our entire youth that now you can finally kind of like just focus on you?
Maybe.
Because it's not, you weren't a wife, but your entire...
Low key, I want a wife. Like I want somebody to cook for me. I want somebody to carry the mental load of like thinking of things for the house and figuring out what we're going to eat, like that type of stuff.
There's men
that's a wife. I think that's a beautiful thing, but I think that's not me.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be the you were telling me the other day, you were like, I don't see this for you. But the more time that I spend single, I get a little anxious thinking about having to worry about somebody else's feeling and caring for them.
I know you're saying that, but in the times that I've seen you in relationship, even kind of recently when you were dating, it's like you want the people there all the time.
I do, but they were going home still. They still had a home to go to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want someone with me where I know you can't go home. I don't want to know that you can go home. Have your own place. Please. You know what I mean? Like, go. I don't know. I think some things have shifted from how clingy I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I really I want to be up under somebody all the time. I don't think I'm all the way there anymore. I really
Maybe it's like about us like getting older and just being more
possibly. I'm comfortable with myself. I like being alone.
Yeah, I do.
And it probably also has to do with the fact that I have Psalm.
Yeah.
Right? And Psalm is literally up under me all the time. And I'm like, I need space for myself. And if a man comes in, I'm going to feel even more like, I don't know what the word is, but like that.
Yeah. And you'll figure it out along the way. I would say even in this relationship, I didn't necessarily know that that's how I wanted it. I was like, oh, I actually like it like this. Like, I was actually postponing us living together because I was like, Michaela is this old now. She's done all these years without living with a man. Let's just wait until like, you know, she's done and out of the house. And then when that time was coming up, I was like, ooh.
Yikes. Let's take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But
let's wait a little longer.
It works. He's okay with it. And it's like, does that mean that it's forever? No. If one day you wake up and you're like, I want you in this house.
Yeah, like maybe if I get old enough to actually need someone to care for me 24/7.
Oh, yeah. She said, no.
Maybe then I'll want it.
I just want somebody to rub my feet. I want somebody to rub my back. I want somebody that I can talk to.
And then go home. Like I want all of that.
They can go home.
And then go home.
I don't like driving home. Yeah. I don't like driving after I'm relaxed.
Me either.
I want to be relaxed and stay at my house. You go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's why usually I have people come over. I'm like, just come to my house because
no, when I had that thing, was it last year where I had the water damage and my roof came and I had to stay with him for like a week? At first it was cute. But then I was like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
3 days in, I started sleeping in my own room upstairs.
Really?
Yes. And it's like,
I can see that.
I just want my space. He don't sleep crazy. I just want my space. Yeah. I want to zone out and just like, also I want to have inappropriate conversations with my friends. The stuff that we be talking about, like, don't nobody need to hear that.
Nobody.
Don't nobody need to hear that.
And it's like, that actually lets me know, like, look, we're friends and we have a podcast and there are conversations
no boys allowed
that just don't happen here. And not sometimes I'll be like, well, I want to have people be like, I want to start a podcast and I want to talk to my friend about the things that we talk about at home. No, you don't.
No.
You know, there's just certain conversations you and your homegirl should have, you know, on your own. And that's it. Leave it there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. But in dating, I also realized that a lot of these men don't bring anything to the table.
They don't.
So if y'all remember, I talked about 6'6" Bay during Pivot and a little bit here, and I got cut off last year. And I cut him off. And I said, it's done. Nothing crazy happened. I mean, something did. He hung up on me. And that was super disrespectful. And I was like,
that's it.
That's it. I'm done. We're not dealing with disrespect. Plus, I just didn't think we were aligned in some things. Well, he didn't get the point. And he kept hitting me up. And I was like, well, what you want? So I realized, hey, I don't want to know what you're doing. And let me plan something. So then we saw something you brought me from Jessie Woo. And she said something that resonated with the both of us.
Yeah.
And I think it's the climate that we are right now when it comes to dating. Because if you want to date me, maybe you have to bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Please don't just be like, what you're doing me to death.
Those of you men who are not getting the women that you want, the truth is a lot of you guys are boring. Say hookah, Hennessy, lem chops. You have no conversation. You're not exciting. You don't plan an actual experience. Hookah, Hennessy, lem chops. Nou pa gen passport. You don't want to travel nowhere. You don't want to try different food. Say lem chops. Lem chops, mashed potato, hookah, Hennessy. Always the same thing. It's no adventure with y'all. If you are a man in the dating pool right now, ask yourself, are you an experience? We want an experience this year. Experience.
Listen, and that's all I'm telling anyone that I'm dating right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you want to take me on a date, please plan something.
Yeah.
Or give me some options. Give me some options and I'll choose, because what I realized, actually, one of the guys that I went on a date with, I was talking to him last night, and he said, what's the worst date you've been on?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. And I started thinking, I said, I ain't never been on a bad date. I said, because I'm a good time. And I make, like, if I go on a date, which hasn't happened, and the guy's being an asshole for whatever reason, I'm just going to be like, what's your problem? Who pissed in your cereal? Like, I'm going to make either fun of it, or I'm going to have a good time no matter what. And I don't see a man not having a good time with me on a date. Now, once we're in a relationship, it's a different story. I might get on your glass nerve, okay? And you might have a bad time with me while you're out. But that was a long time ago, and I'm changing. But now or ever, I don't see us going on a date where you're still in like the good, happy place. Because can a man be like entitled with me? No, because you paying at the end of the day.
I don't like a man who's not a planner.
I realize I don't like that either. I've been the one always planning and putting things together. I'm not doing it anymore.
Nope, I'm not.
Not
until
I'm deep into a relationship. I'm not planning shit.
Yeah, no. If you want to take me out, like, plan it and take me out.
And we're going to have the best time.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm just going to sit there like a starfish on the date and just boring. I'm going to be interacting.
You're going to have a good time, baby.
Yeah. It's just plan something. Put some effort on it towards it, because there's a ton of women that you can go out with. Women are going to say yes. But for me, I don't go out with just anybody. My time is precious. So make sure it's something worthwhile for me to go to.
Do you feel like you have to figure out a way to make that clear when you meet them? Or are guys actually, or is like Jessie Woo wrong and that's not your experience? Like, guys are really bringing it.
They're not, on these dating apps, they didn't say nothing.
Really?
No, or they'll literally match with you and be like, hey, I want to take you out Friday. Huh? To where? Or like, what are you talking about? No, like, I don't even know if I like the way you type. Because I don't know. No, men don't really plan much. But I did the 3 that I'm talking. Well, 1, I'm trying to train him. The other 2, the 3 was just 2. It ain't really.
It's kind of like, there's no real number.
There isn't, because I'm bullshitting. Although I'm like kind of talking and texting and they're trying, it's like, let the best man win. And I might not even know.
Absolutely, let the best man win. Because I think you used to do this too. Like, I used to do this. I would meet somebody and like them and kind of like shut down all dating. And it's like, even though we're not together, like, we're together because I'm not exploring other options.
And I still do it because when I hyperfixate on things.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm talking to you, I think about you and I'm talking to you and I keep calling you and I forget about everything else because I hyperfixate on this. So it's really hard for me to date multiple people. But what I'm doing is just keeping it open. I'm not, and I'm being real with them. Honestly, let's see where it goes. Yeah. I don't know. Just keep inviting me places.
I'm a big believer that like leaving it open and dating other people, like it takes away that scarcity of like you accepting things that you don't necessarily want, because it's like, hey, there's other options. It also will help you to highlight like, hey, I actually don't like this guy.
Right.
Like, I really actually like what this other guy is doing.
And that can also be a little dangerous. Because you're always looking for like, okay, that one might be better. Or this one got something better. You're always looking for something better and no one's perfect.
No one's going to be perfect. But like, it's a fucking marathon and one of them going to give out. Okay? May the best man win.
No, it definitely is going to be may the best man win.
May the best man win.
And I truly don't know. I don't know if it's my anxiety. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. But I am nervous of commitment.
You are? Mm-hmm. I thought that was what you want it, but you're nervous about it?
I don't know if I want it. I've been dealing with it in therapy.
Oh,
that's what I've been trying to tell you. Like, I'm not, even with Homeboy last year, it was there, but I wasn't committing myself completely.
What's the fear?
I don't know if I want to be responsible for somebody else's feelings right now. And I feel like I have so much weight with Psalm and business and Ayana, and just I have so much going on that I'm like, can I really fit somebody else? And do I want to fit somebody else? And I feel whole where I am. And it's nice to have companionship, but I don't feel that urge for it like I used to before.
I think that's fine though. I think it's totally okay for you to be in a season of just dating and not necessarily trying to be in a serious,
like I don't even crave
relationship.
Sex.
Well, that's different though. You've never had good sex, obviously. Apparently, based on the other episode, like, oh baby, something to explore.
But hopefully it'll be there. Now, I think that'll be my next thing. Maybe like later on, maybe I'll have sex this year. I don't know, but hopefully it'll be good.
Wait, how long? Wait, no, that's too personal.
How long has it been? Not this year. I'm celibate in 2025. I have not had sex in 2025.
Look at you.
Look at me. You had sex this year. I did not.
I think I did it once.
It's been all year. It's been 2 weeks.
The flu been going around. I don't want it around my house.
Yeah, the flu is literally everywhere. Y'all need to be careful. This flu right here is taking people all the way out.
I'm so proud of you though for like actually going out and dating and experiencing and not just locking somebody in to lock somebody in.
No, like, and you know I love to lock somebody in.
You love to lock somebody in.
I lock them in quick. I thought I was a correction officer.
I think this is going to be good for you. Like I get nervous about like trying to give you advice because I feel like we want two different things. I think my advice can be pretty toxic for most people. I think so. And that's why I like even coming on here and like talking about like the situation that I'm in with, I'm like, I don't want to talk about that a lot because I do feel like I'm selfish. And so like most women don't want the end result. They don't want what I want.
I actually think that there are a lot of women that are like you.
You think so?
I don't think that, I think it's a lot more than what you think. You know what I mean? Like I think that I've built this platform on social media and through the podcast of women that are like-minded, but there are also thousands that don't agree with me on everything, and dating could be one of them.
Yeah.
Like whenever you say certain things, they'll be like, "Oh my God, I feel that with Dex," and I'm like, I don't see the same things that you do, and some people do.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you might be selfish right now, right? And maybe that may be something you need to deal with, and it may change later on. That's how you feel.
I don't want it to though. Also, I don't want to come across as though I don't like men. I love men. I have such a good time with
sounds like Cher.
I do. Like men can be in the right context. Men can be so much fun. They can be so beneficial to you. They can bring so much to your life. They really can. Like I do feel like the person that I'm involved with right now like brings a lot to my life. They have improved my life. And I do really believe that a man is going to bring you to his level. Yeah. Whether that be down or up.
I went down at one point.
So you have to be really careful. Because I do really believe at the end of the day, regardless of how strong we are as women, the men lead the relationship. Because if they're down, you're going to be trying to help them so much. Girl. You're going to come. You're not going to be able to elevate no more.
And as women, we're nurturers.
Yes.
So we're trying to nurture you back to health or back up or to come here. So that doesn't make sense. But and I guess maybe you could relate to this a little bit too. I think anybody can. When it's a long-term relationship and you've been with them for a long time, they'll be up, they'll be down. I just don't want to meet you when you're down.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to start with you down.
I mean, if I was younger, yeah, but like I'm pretty old at this point. So if you're down, like, I don't got time. How many years I got left?
What? I gotta be down with you till we're 50 and then now I can say, no.
I am not a ride or die.
I don't think anybody should be.
No. When I was young, I done rode and died. Like I'm done.
Like the Mario getting one more life.
I just want to ride. Let that top down, baby. I want to ride. I want to ride a nice vehicle.
Me too.
I just want to ride. I'm not a ride or die. I don't care what y'all say.
I don't know why I'm thinking about this right now.
Rode and die. My child, I don't got no baby with nobody either. What I look like?
I was like, Michaela, she's not a baby. She's an adult.
You got a hot minute to get it together.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Ford. Why is being open to new roads and possibilities essential to success when chasing your goals? For me, it's so important to pivot. It's imperative to allow yourself the freedom to change course at any moment when your energy is shifting. When you literally pivot, doors open up, opportunities fall on your lap, and you have so much more time to spend with your loved ones and with yourself. So break free from your day-to-day and start enjoying the little things in life that truly bring you joy. On the road of reinventing ourselves, it's just as vital to find those little things in life that give you a sense of stability, like the new Explorer. You know there's more to discover, and the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV is here to give you space for the things that matter most. It's time to break free from the norm, which has never been more fun and accessible for drivers with the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV. Turn up the adventure with Ford Digital Experience, including a 13.2-inch center touchscreen. Do what matters with the help of available Ford Blue Cruise driver assist technology for hands-free highway driving. Available feature on Blue Cruise equipped vehicles, Blue Cruise requires a connected service plan and a modem activation. Blue Cruise drive assist features can be activated in hands-free blue zones and do not replace safe driving, and drivers need to control the vehicle. See Ford.com/Blue Cruise for more details on available plans and hands-free models. Start your next adventure in America's all-time best-selling SUV. Based on S&P Global Mobility, 1946 current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs. The new Ford, well, you know what it is. It's on the name, the new 2025 Ford Explorer, built Ford proud.
I keep thinking about this. I made the reel about it. We're talking about men. I'm having a really big thing about teeth. It's like, you gotta have it together. You can't be like figuring out your life and your teeth gotta be right.
Well, you know, there's a side tooth epidemic. There are so many people, men specifically, missing their side tooth.
Like right here?
Yes. And ain't nothing. I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot. And when you're with me, you're gonna laugh a lot. And I'm gonna keep seeing that side tooth and I gotta go. I can't deal with it.
Okay. I don't want to see a side tooth either. But I'm talking like plaque. Like right here in the teeth, they got like a meal.
You have beautiful teeth.
Like that. Thank you.
You do. You really do.
You do too.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad we go to the dentist. And I don't understand why everybody don't go to the dentist. And then why you got the nerve to try to talk to me when you don't go to the dentist. And I can see it. Like if I can see it, you can see it. So did you get used to it?
Is that your thing physically? Is it the first like teeth?
Yes.
I love a dark man with beautiful teeth. Oh my God.
Just teeth changes your entire thing.
You could get me. You shut up long enough, you could get me.
Really?
Yeah.
With some teeth?
You gotta shut up though.
Why?
It's because as soon as he started talking and I started hearing the wrong thing, then I'm done. But so it's teeth.
Yeah, so if anybody's listening to this,
is there like a physical physique or anything?
Girl, I've been with them all. Tall, short, fat, skinny. Make me laugh. And if you're going to make me laugh, I got to see your teeth.
Yeah.
And when I see your teeth and they messed up, I don't want to laugh no more.
For me, the biggest like physical thing is like how much money they got, honestly.
That's not physical.
That's physical. You wear it on you. You wear it on you.
You know, I always look at the watch.
You carry yourself a certain way when you got a couple dollars.
So what I did realize is that everybody I've been talking to, it's not, they can be an asset in a way, but they definitely money-wise can't splurge on me.
No. But I think when you meet the right guy, and I'm not an advocate of this, but I don't think that you need the splurging. I think you need someone who can match your energy as far as like, let's just go out and do this thing and be spontaneous.
And invite me, like get me to do stuff.
Yeah, and be spontaneous with it. Like you don't need nobody to like make it rain on you. You know what I mean? You know.
I mean, it'd be nice sometimes.
I mean, it'd be nice, but like.
No, I don't.
I really don't think money is the most important thing for you. No.
It's not. But I do, it's not. But I can't have you being broke.
No.
You can't be trying to figure out where you're going to live and how you're going to pay the bill.
Well, I'm not going to ask that question.
What?
I was going to ask you a dollar amount, but don't answer that. I don't want
a dollar amount?
No, don't answer it because it really depends on how you spend your money versus
you can't make less than $150.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there is a dollar amount.
Okay.
Because realistically, that's just life, right? You can't just make $50,000 a year because I'm going to have to take care of you.
I was reading something where
you can't live in Orlando.
People were saying that like this whole traditional marriage thing, it's really hard for that to happen because in a true traditional marriage, it's a single income though. And a lot of people...
There's no such thing as traditional in 2025.
Yeah.
Like we cannot do traditional. You need two incomes. It's impossible unless the one person is making 7 figures. You need 2 incomes.
Yeah.
Period. So I don't know. You might be right. Money isn't necessarily the most important thing for me, but
I think the reason why you feel so like you're on such alert about it is because it's been the extreme recently.
Yeah.
As far as like they're not even making like a regular. It's like no money. So that's why like it's been on your mind so much, and it's been like such an important thing.
And why are them brokies like the ones that have the confidence?
I don't know. I think maybe it's some. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is not a dig at you. I think you need to like change something, just the slightest bit about like how you are interacting with men or carrying yourself, because broke men don't really talk to me no more.
Really? They love to talk to me.
I know.
Ooh,
like I have a friend who's like always getting hollered at the gas station and stuff, and I do think that it's like broke man energy.
Does she got a big booty?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Is that what it?
Oh, so it's not that I got give me money energy. It's that I don't got no ass.
They probably looking at I want to smash. They're just being nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that. I look like the little boy attendant at the gas station when I walk to the gas station.
For the most part, it's like older men who'll talk to me now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they see an older woman.
You a rude bitch. You're a rude bitch.
I'm kidding, friend.
But it's okay though, because that's what I want. I like older men who take care of their bodies.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't be talking back when they try to holler at me.
No?
I might find out how much money they. I might cut the tape.
Keep it rolling. We're moving on.
I'm just saying, people are probably real confused. Like, is she single or is she with somebody? Don't worry about it.
None of your business.
I done told y'all before. I'm with someone unless someone better comes along.
He ain't got no social media. Y'all don't worry about it.
I'm not married. I didn't say no about it.
I mean, you're not. And you have whatever you got.
I love you though, but you're not supposed to be listening, so you better not say nothing to me.
But imagine he say something like, where you heard that?
Exactly.
Where did
what are you
that?
talking about?
I have no idea. That wasn't me.
Yeah, no. That was from shit I'm 30.
Before you were around? No, I mean, I'm a true believer that we're allowed to change our wants, our thoughts, our beliefs. So you might believe this now. And then a year from now, you might be like, I want this. And you might, I was dead on, I would never want another kid. I never want marriage. And then I wanted it, right?
Yeah.
So right now you might be thinking this. And then a couple years from now, you might not. Who knows?
I mean, I'm open to marriage if I would get married for like a life insurance policy or like, something like that. But I'm not getting in no regular marriage.
Actually.
To be like a wife.
I think, you know how dope it would be to get into like an Anna Nicole Smith situation? I would love to sit in a 98-year-old man's lap in a wheelchair with crusty skin and he can barely move because his teeth ain't going. He can't talk to
me.
I would love that. Erectile dysfunction.
The elderly are not safe around you.
No, they're not. Because they would have such a good time before they die. And then I'm going to have such a good time after they die. It would be so good. It wouldn't be long. Okay, actually, quick story. So I know somebody that their baby mama, they've had like a really rough thing and he's a really active father. Like this is one that I can truly say he's half and half with the kid. Mm-hmm. It's an older kid. Still in school, but older. And they share custody. He gets the kid half the time. They've never really gotten along. And she just found a man. Mm-hmm. The man is older, in his 70s.
Oh.
He lives in like a multi-million-dollar home.
Okay.
She now, the kid lives over there half the time, of course, and then half the time with the dad in an apartment, and then half the time in a multi-million-dollar house. So they're about to get married. And he's like, yeah, she literally hit the jackpot. This man is giving her everything. She got a huge rock on her finger. She now drives a luxury car. And he goes, I pray for that man every day that he lived till he 120 years old. And that she got to suck that all day for 60 more years.
Okay, so a couple questions. What's the limit for you? Like age limit?
I don't know, because I'll see some people that are 50 that look raggedy, and then you see some 60-some-odd-year-old man that looks amazing. Like the comedian, I didn't really like him like that, but he was 60-something and he looked great.
Yeah.
He looked fine. So I don't think the age is. It's about your lifestyle, what you look like, how you carry yourself. That's really it.
I think I would go 15 years up.
How about 55? So no more than 55?
I don't think I would. Like you would have to really have it together.
Right.
And I wouldn't go lower than 45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Hinge did something. I have to figure it out. A bunch of 22-year-olds are like trying to match with me and liking me. And I said, boy.
Would you go out with the 22-year-old?
No. They look like babies.
Yeah.
That's how I realized, like, are you really getting older? They look young. Even like a 26, 27-year-old, they look young.
I don't think I want to.
And I don't like it. But then I see Dre and she's living a really good life courtside.
I know, but imagine the conversation she has with that guy.
Did you see her walking into the fucking game with her 22-year-old son to go see her 22-year-old baby daddy?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works. It works.
Does it?
For her, it does.
Oh, wait. Are they together? Because didn't he have another baby?
Yeah.
Girl. I don't know.
Again, just like Cheryl Lee Ralph, we gotta let her do her thing.
I know. We listen
and we don't judge.
So I see a lot of people I'm saying a lot of people. I see this trend of like people doing this thing called a lavender marriage.
Okay.
So a lavender marriage used to be where two gay people would get together to make it seem like to stay in the closet, basically,
Okay.
to be able to safely stay in the closet. But now they're saying a lot of Gen Zers are embracing the concept of this lavender marriage, and it's focused on companionship and practical benefits, such as shared housing, financial stability, rather than romantic love. So it's really just to be able to make it. It feels like a middle class thing to me. That sounds terrible.
But I think it is.
Right?
Because when I think about it, I'm like, damn, that'd be nice for health insurance.
Right.
When I think about your health insurance, like, you want to get married? Marry me.
Listen.
Marry me and let me get your insurance.
No joke. When I think of this, I'm like, if I were to need this, I would probably go into this with a woman rather than a man.
Yeah.
Because it'll still be beneficial for both of us.
And it's legal, right?
Yeah.
To be married to a woman and get the benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I make jokes all the time that if for any reason Alma and her husband are no longer together, she should marry me next. She is a wonderful wife.
I would love.
When I say cook every day, keep the house clean, take care of the kids, funny. Honestly, I'm not just saying this. Like, if I could dream, like how I get older, if I get a dream world, I would be a Golden Girl situation.
Oh, like
where it's me and my homegirls, yes.
That could
and
be
we
fun.
like take care of each other.
They gotta be a big house.
We outlive men anyway.
Yeah. But it has to be a big enough house.
Yeah.
Like a compound.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah, because you can like be in your own, like we can meet in the middle and be like, oh, in the green room at so-and-so.
And if any of us actually do have situation where we need help, like physically or medically or stuff, we can help each other. It's the Golden Girls. They're old, like 80s, 90s. Like they're old women and they living in a condo in Miami.
I've never watched the Golden Girls.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's my ideal old situation.
That'd be nice.
But y'all love me.
I do want to be with a man.
Be in that condo by myself, waiting for y'all men to die. And then you guys can move in with me.
Get the condo ready.
Yeah.
I'm coming in when I'm a widow.
I would love it.
I got it. I like it. But with the lavender stuff, definitely it is middle class. I can see it happening for health insurance for sure here in America. And for housing situation, but I don't think I'm in that.
Yeah, I don't think we're in it. Thank you, Lord. But
I just don't think that I would want you to lie. I would be encouraging you to come out the closet.
Yeah.
I mean, like, go suck that dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go be gay. Go, if you're gay, you're gay. I don't know. It's like, as much of a Christian as I am, and it might be in the Bible, like, oh my God, I don't care. Like, we're supposed to not judge, right? That is between you and your Lord and what you do. And it's like, just be a good person.
Yeah.
To me, I judge you off of, well, I don't judge you, but like, I will be in a relationship with you depending on how good of a person you are, what your values are, not who you're sleeping with.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there when you're sleeping with them.
Exactly.
It got nothing to do with me. It really don't. Like, as long as you shouldn't be talking about sex with my kids. No. Woman or not. Like, I don't need you coming to talk to Salma or Ayana about, well, maybe somebody's talking to Ayana about sex. But aside from that, like, we're not talking to our kids about that. It's like, it don't really matter.
I think your shot is kicking in. I really do.
Okay,
but I'm so glad you're dating. I think it's fun. And I know you like hyperfixate and you might need a little break every now and then.
I'm on the break now, but that's just 'cause I'm sick. I want to cruise. But I'm going to get back to it and I'm going to make it where I'll let you guys know more about like the dates that I go on, how they went, because I don't necessarily want a relationship right now, but I want to work towards something. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm still in that limbo of finding where I am right now. I don't think I'm still grounded in me as a woman with Sam being a toddler still.
Understood.
I think I still need maybe 2 more years.
Okay. But I think it's good for you to come out of your shell and keep working through that whole commitment thing with your therapist.
Yeah. I don't know. I truly do think that it has to do with like Sam and me and the business. And so it just feels like overwhelming. So maybe when he gets to school or something. But she also tells me, she's like, if you find the right partner, they'll lighten that load.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's the whole reason they're here.
That's literally what she says. She said, you're finding a partner to lighten that load and
not
make it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
could you imagine a man coming into your life making it harder? Why?
I don't want that. I don't have to imagine it. I did it. I don't have to imagine it. It sucks. It's heavy. It brings you down and it takes so much for you to get back up afterwards that now that I'm back up, I'm like, oof, I'm not ready for what that could be or the chance that someone can bring me back down.
Yeah.
So you got to come in ready to babysit. And cook for me and rub my feet. I got cute feet. It's got little bunions, but it's okay, right?
Cute feet. Okay. Yeah.
I got long ass toes. My feet are cute.
All right. Thank you
Ready?
guys for listening. Oh, we have a review.
Oh, yes. Okay. Before we get out of here for the week, thank you for hanging out with us. I do want you guys to tell us in the comments, like, what your dating situation is. If you're dating, what does that look like? Are you in a lavender marriage? I would love to hear from someone that is in a lavender marriage, in a lavender relationship. We won't say your name, but I want to know how it came about mostly. Like, what is that conversation?
I want to hear about any non-traditional relationships that you guys are in and how that works for you and like how you even came to realize that that was what you wanted.
And not necessarily like polyamory. That's like played out.
No. And then for Carla, if y'all have any ideas for her to meet men outside of these raggedy dating apps.
Because the dating apps are
they're so raggedy.
I
don't want you on those apps. It's so terrible.
I mean, I've only been on that one with the Chinese men. The other
I know,
two
but at least he
Instagram.
invited you. Out of all the men that you've met on those apps and been talking to, how many have actually ended up in a date? Like two? Crazy.
That's it.
Crazy.
The other one was Instagram. So 2 Instagram and 2 off Hinge. That's it. But I don't know. Okay, so let's go to a rating and review. Just kidding. Let's go into a review from Apple Podcasts. So make sure that you're leaving these reviews so you can be the next one that we shout out. This is going to be from E. Breezy. It says, refreshing. Aren't we?
I love that.
I feel like we're like a glass of Sprite. Hey, Carla and Dex. I just wanted to say how excited I am that you two started a podcast. I already follow you both on social media and have always admired your friendship. You radiate such positive energy, always laughing, smiling, and bringing good vibes. At the same time, you're real about life challenges, which I deeply appreciate. Thank you for being so transparent and authentic. The sisterhood vibes you bring are everything, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, we love you.
I love you so much. And that words are so affirming sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, thank you for calling us authentic.
I don't want to cry.
Sorry. Don't cry. Okay, yeah. Thank you for like being able to see our transparency, one, two, our sisterhood, because you really like are my sister. Like, that's my
for sure.
friends are my sisters, and you really are. And then that we decided to start a podcast. I've been begging this bitch for years, okay? So it's like, thank God that she decided to come back and do this with me. But we love you guys. Make sure you leave a rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Go to Spotify, share the podcast with your friends. On social media while you're listening, take a quick screenshot, put it on your stories, share it so we can share it as well. And that helps the show continue to grow.
Please follow our Instagram page. Help us get to 10,000.
Oh my God, we're almost there. Where are we at right now?
We're so close.
Let me see.
If we get to 10,000, Carla, show her titties.
Why I gotta show mine? Okay. Yours are perkier. I had to breastfeed.
Okay, maybe we won't do that, but we'll do something.
All right, perfect. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Ford. Why is being open to new roads and possibilities essential to success when chasing your goals? For me, it's so important to pivot. It's imperative to allow yourself the freedom to change course at any moment when your energy is shifting. When you literally pivot, doors open up, opportunities fall on your lap, and you have so much more time to spend with your loved ones and with yourself. So break free from your day-to-day and start enjoying the little things in life that truly bring you joy. On the road of reinventing ourselves, it's just as vital to find those little things in life that give you a sense of stability, like the new Explorer. You know there's more to discover, and the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV is here to give you space for the things that matter most. It's time to break free from the norm, which has never been more fun and accessible for drivers with the 2025 Ford Explorer SUV. Turn up the adventure with Ford Digital Experience, including a 13.2-inch center touchscreen. Do what matters with the help of available Ford Blue Cruise driver assist technology for hands-free highway driving. Available feature on Blue Cruise equipped vehicles. Blue Cruise requires a connected service plan and a modem activation. Blue Cruise drive assist features can be activated in hands-free Blue zones and do not replace safe driving, and drivers need to control the vehicle. See Ford.com/Blue Cruise for more details on available plans and hands-free models. Start your next adventure in America's all-time best-selling SUV. Based on S&P Global Mobility, 1946 current U.S. total, new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs. The new Ford, well, you know what it is. It's on the name, the new 2025 Ford Explorer, built Ford proud.